And the young adult age and period is quite weird, and especially when it comes to college, it can be very weird. As when you're in college, there are 18-year-olds and 24-year-olds all mixed together, all seeking different career paths. The freshmen are often looked down upon as young kids as they're entering adulthood, and the seniors are about to go off and start a career and be official adults, as some say. And it's just a weird time, but also a very shaping time, informative time for many college students. Um, Something that has really shaped my college experience are three things, which are community, ministry, and then the class itself. And if this was a sermon, the perfect three C's would be community, church, and class. But for my point, I've chosen ministry because I think that encapsulates it all as a whole. So, diving into the first point, community, who you surround yourself with matters. Like I said, college is a very shaping time, informative time, and so picking who you're friends with can be very important as college friendships are often lifelong friendships, and you want to be around people who will build you up and lift you up and encourage you in your spiritual walk for those who are Christians, and that's something that is very important and can be damaging when in the wrong friend group. Another thing that's really important is your community shapes you and says a lot about you. So, similar to what I just said, the people who you're around, you will morph into, and vice versa. And a lot of people will see your character through who you hang out with, who you're talking to, and that can be a good representation of who you are or a bad representation. So, I have a picture of some of my community. Most of the girls in my wedding were college friends, and a lot of who you see in these photos are college friends that have shaped in college and are continuing today and will most likely be lifelong friendships. The next thing that really shapes a college experience is ministry or the church. And something that I think should be really encouraged and pressed upon college kids is to get plugged into a church, and this is where we often can find our community, especially for those looking for a godly community. Church is a great place to start. Also, when it comes to ministry and the church, seeking to serve in the church is something that can be really formative for college students. Whether they're going to a college ministry and wanting to volunteer and help out, or they're volunteering in other areas of the church, but just being plugged in and serving in the church can help when seeking spiritual growth. Through my college years, I've gotten the opportunity to serve at church, and so I've helped my husband as he's been the youth pastor in two different churches, as well as on my college campus. I started a women's Bible study, and that was really formative and very encouraging to just come together as friends and believers and seek the Lord together as we're walking through such a pivotal time in our lives, as we're all seeking different careers in our majors, but we can all come together and learn about the Lord and encourage one another in that. And then the last of our points is class. And something that I didn't take seriously at the beginning is the learning aspect of college. One of those things where you go to class, you learn, and then you flush it afterwards. But knowing that you're preparing for your career and that we need to be taking classes seriously when you're in college really helped my mindset shift of engaging in the material more, and also getting to know your professors and classmates can really help when seeking to embrace the learning experience. Having people to study with or try your speeches on can be very helpful, as well as getting to know professors for when you have questions or just have some troubles in the class. Letting them see that you are trying and you're making an effort, but some classes are harder than others, and just seeking out professors' guidance in that is really helpful. Here's some photos of studying and just doing schoolwork. So our three main points that can really shape the college experience are community, ministry, and class. College, like I said, is a very formative time and shapes a lot of who we are as people and individuals. And so, the three main things that people should be striving for is to find a good community, seek out a church and spiritual growth, as well as embrace the learning experience. So, I hope that you'll go out and learn and seek the Lord in all that you do. Thank you.